Occupy Wall Street. Here's what I think of you guys. I think you're awesome. Now, here's why. When you first started out, it was, oh, this is a bunch of hippie kids. You're going in there, oh, you're going to occupy Wall Street. We're not going to show you any attention. And all the media was like, right. I mean, you're not named a Tea Party. You're not conservatives. You're up against the banks. How dare you, right? But you know what they did? They hung in there.
Yeah, they hung in
hanging around. They got alligator blood. And you can't make them go away. I mean, through the sleet and the rain and all that stuff. And then next thing you know, it started to build a little bit. Now, people still talking about, oh, you know, on Saturday it was only 1,000 people.
Well, yeah, that girl from Wesleyan gets in a lot of shots.
Yeah,
we run that picture a lot. It's been really good for Wesleyan.
Right. So 1,000 people, are you kidding me? It's, you know how hard it is to get 1,000 people to show up anywhere? Second of all, I remember the last Tea Party that was covered by all of the national media had 24 people at it, okay? You got 1,000 folks over here. Now, all of that, but the thing that really helped them was the excess and the abuse of the NYPD, particularly our friend, a new friend, Tony Baloney. Now everybody's talking about this. An old cop comes in, pepper spraying everybody. We got a second video today. He apparently went nuts with the pepper spray, okay? And you know what happened there was, they just kept doing it until somebody in authority who, and they despise these guys, right? They can't wait to get them out of there. Somebody screwed up because their anger overflowed and like, you didn't get the right permits. I know, but you didn't give it to me, right? So, oh no, I can't, oh, that's private property and I can't get too close to Wall Street and I can't do this and I need the permit a couple of months ago. Here, you know what I did? Instead, I just did a protest. Now, like, to give you a sense of how much disdain some of the media has shown, New York Daily News calls them insufferables. This bunch ought to get down on their knees and thanks to America's capitalist founding fathers saw fit to protect the privileges of the dumb and obnoxious along with everyone else. And the Daily News, I mean, not even particularly conservative, right?
So is that a
it looks like an editorial that's signed by the paper, it appears, as best as I can tell. I'm shocked by how vitriolic it is against them. Quote, if the NYPD has made any tactical error in this episode, it was in being too tolerant. Okay, oh yeah, I know. And here's another one. It is conceivable that, referring to the cop Anthony Bologna, who did the pepper spray, it is conceivable that he could have kept his spray holstered. Then again, he was surrounded by chaos. He made a judgment call. The rest is just second guessing. Which I love, because they only apply that to the cops. If somebody comes in and there's a fight and punches somebody in the face and breaks their jaw, you don't say, well, you know what, we can prosecute him for assault, but we'd be second guessing.
A lot of Monday morning quarterbacking here in the prosecutor's office.
Yeah, that's what prosecution is. Right. You second guess. Hey, should he have pulled that gun? Should he have used that gun?
OJ's wife was with a different guy. You're going to make that call after the fact?
I mean, there's a knife.
It was in the moment.
I mean, he's heated up, and now you're going to second guess OJ? So now, if you were guessing second Tony Baloney, well, it turns out you were right. Here's a second video where this is a different set of people. Remember, he pepper sprayed the 4 girls and then ran away.
Who's been identifying him as Tony Bologna?
You know, now there's no question about his identity. We know it's him, but I actually think that Anonymous went too far in posting his address and his family members' address, etc. Yeah, don't do that. There's no need for it. Look, you've got sympathy on your side. Keep it. Don't do things like that take sympathy away from you, and there's no need. We got the guy. We know who it is. If you reveal his identity, great. That's what we want to know. His address is crazy. Don't do that.
This is a public feud. It's not a private feud. His address is meaningless, even if it doesn't. Even forget the sympathy. You just don't do it. It's not. Just don't do it. It's not about going to his house.
Right. Yeah.
It's about getting the story out and talking about what's important.
And he's not the Wall Street guy. And there's going to be a process here, especially because of this second video. Now let's watch him do it again. He's going to come in a white shirt.
The other video, when we did the other video yesterday with Anna, I thought this was interesting. So watch, he's going to spray here, then watch him.
He goes.
Yeah,
he's not policing.
He's not policing. Cops don't shoot guys and then be like, I don't know what happened here. I don't know what it is. And it was exactly the same last time. Is that I don't know, whatever those two cops in the white shirts, at the moment the people were pepper sprayed and your citizens of New York, even if they'd broken a very, very, very minor law, had dropped to the ground suffering, right? And his idea isn't even to sort of cordon off the area. He just turns and walks away like, I'm not in it.
No, it's obvious that he's not trying to create order there.
Nope.
He's not part of the people that are policing the situation to make things better. It's a hit and run, right? Yeah. And in fact, I think you can see in the video that it even gets in the face of the other cop a little bit.
Yeah,
do you see it right there?
Cop's like, hey, what's up?
Because he's just spraying everybody. He's out of control.
And then look, he's gone. He's gone. Like that other cop's going to stay and deal with the aftermath that you just created, because that's his job.
And of course, in the beginning, the NYPD was, agreed with the Daily News. No second guessing. No, it was he was trying to maintain order, etc. Now, after the second video has come out, they're like, yeah, we might want to look into it a little bit. Yeah, I think you might. And look, I'm not saying it's a federal crime and he's got to go down to Guantanamo Bay, but obviously the guy is not doing policing, he's doing assaults. And so, should you look into it? It's the most obvious thing in the world that you should.
Walking away is like, that's what guys who do sucker punches do.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was.
And then you walk away like, I don't know who did that.